Okay, I did a whole 30-minute video that I'm not going to put up because it was me whining about my YouTube income disappearing. So, I'm going to start it over. And all I want to say is that I'm feeling much better. Not my old self yet, but I'm getting there. And not eating is the key. Or eating very little, like, liquid. Water and chicken soup and bouillon, broth, that kind of thing. I lost a lot of weight. I'm down to 265, which is about the lightest I've weighed in a very long time. So that's what I want to say. I just went to town, Marshall, to pick my boots up, and I bought some laces because the laces that come with the boots said leave about this much string. You got to tuck them down inside your boots so they don't get hooked on anything. And when you're on a motorcycle, if you got loose laces, the laces, the loops are going to get hooked on something. Believe me, it's happened. Nothing's funnier than watching a guy at a stoplight fall because he can't get his foot unhooked from his brake pedal or shifter or something. And it's happened. It's happened to me. Okay, I don't know what else to say. I'm in construction, going back on 80 into Wascom, or patching holes. So have a good Tuesday, y'all. I never did get around to telling you the funny part about Jerry. Jerry was a heavy smoker. And one time we're sitting at a table drinking coffee, and he's puffing on a cigarette. Said, Brad, aren't you worried about all that extra weight being around your heart? That's bad for you. Charlie laughed, I laughed, and he realized what we were laughing about. Anyway, that was the Jerry story that I never got to tell. So, and I am including some footage, but I cut out the part where I was whining, most of it. Some I left a little whining in. You can't have a video without whining. Come on. Yeah, let's talk a little more. What the hell? If you're not going to watch 18 minutes, you're not going to watch 20 minutes. I'm at the Whataburger. And some of y'all don't know what a Whataburger is, because Whataburger is not in every state. I think it's just a deep south, maybe even just a Texas thing. No, because there is a Whataburger over in Louisiana. I know where that is. They make the best burgers. A little expensive. And I'm not getting myself a burger. I'm getting my wife. My wife said she was hankering for a burger. So I'm getting her a burger and some fries. I don't think I can ever go back to eating like that again. It's going to have to be soft foods for the rest of my life. And we cannot go off and leave Sonny at all, so we can't go anywhere together anymore. Unless we bring Sonny over to Bev's, or the other two dogs over to Bev's, because Sonny, she has dementia. She's 15, and we don't think she can see that well, and she's pooping on the floor. And the other dogs, when they get excited when we come home, they run right through it. It's not been good. So we have to stay home with Sonny. We're not getting mad at her. We have vinyl floors, and we have about $600 worth of paper towels and Lysol. And we pick it up and clean it up. As soon as she does her thing, we're just not going to get mad at her. She gave us 15 years of love, and you just take care of your old folks. So anyway, that's why I'm getting her a burger, because she can't get out of the house with me gone. And I'm getting her the best burger, a Whataburger, with fries. We're here. Well, I got my boots, and I bought one of them hooks that you hook in the loop on the back of your boot. I'll show it to you when I get home.
$9.50.
Hi there.
Do you want any ketchup?
No, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
I do not like letting my credit card, my debit card, get out of my control for that length of time. I was watching, and that's where it happens more often than not, is at drive-thrus like that, or they make a copy of your card. I've had my card hacked like 4 times. Alright, seatbelt. Yeah, that's a lot of seatbelts. Alright. But at least I don't have a seatbelt extender like some people do. I've never needed a seatbelt extender. Alright, let's go home. A good little truck, man. My lifetime average of having this is 25.6 miles per gallon. My old Fords was 17, 18, and that was driving it like an old man, you know. It's warming up. Well, it's still 36 out, but it feels warmer than that in here. Yeah, I don't mean to bore you with my little financial problems. Who doesn't have financial problems at some point in their life? But I never thought at this point in my life I would be having this much trouble making the ends meet. But on the grand scale of things, considering how bad I felt, and the fact that I was bad enough that they put me in the hospital, and then when they let me out, they told me that if I didn't do everything I could to help this heal, that I would probably need surgery. And then my doctor, if I thought I could, I would get another doctor. He's a nice guy, but sometimes, man, he says things. He told me, he said, yeah, you don't want that surgery. Not everybody who gets that surgery wakes up from it. No, thanks a lot. And I've told you before that every time I have a problem, it's because I'm fat. It's not because, you know, that gets old. I mean, I know that being fat causes some problems, but it doesn't cause every problem. I'll tell you a funny one. I had a good friend, Jerry Raspberry, and he's passed away. I'm not talking bad about him. I miss old Jerry. Jerry was the kind of guy that if you didn't know Jerry, you hated him until you got to know Jerry, because he was a kind of a joker that you didn't know he was joking, and he would mess with you, you know, on everything. But he was a good-hearted guy. And how I know this? Because when I first came to Louisiana, I was bumping around without a place to live, and Jerry gave me a place to live. He was a long-haul trucker, and he let me stay in his apartment while he was on the road. And if it wasn't for Jerry, I'd have been homeless. So years later, Jerry and I stayed friends. Jerry was a lot older than me, and I didn't look at him as like a father, but as an older brother. And Jerry started getting sick, and you know, I loaned him money, you know what I mean. He would say, "Can you loan me $500?" And I would. And he was sick, and he went to the VA. And to this day, I think about this. Jerry called me and wanted me to come see him. I said, "Jerry, I'm on a load. Me and Charlie, we got to go to Connecticut, and when I come back, it's only 3 days. When I come back, I will come see you at the VA." We went and delivered our load to Connecticut, came back, and I called to find out what room Jerry was in, and he had passed away. I feel so bad about that. To this day, I can't think of it without getting teary-eyed. He was alone and scared, and I kind of failed him, you know. But not failed him, I mean, I failed him that one time, but I helped him out of a lot of financial problems, you know. He was sick for a long time, and he wasn't working, and he was short of rent, short of food, and his daughter and granddaughter were living with him, and yeah. So anyway, I don't know what got me talking about that. So we all have, you know, going through life, you just have some problems. Some people don't. Some people never have financial problems, but, you know, a lot of my financial problems now are from living a happy and interesting life earlier, and from helping other people out, you know, and not expecting a return. And Charlie and I have done that a lot in our lifetime, giving people money, helped people out, bought them food, got their lights turned back on, got their water turned back on. And anyway, so if I had done none of that, I probably would have more money. No, I wouldn't have. I'd have spent it. Because that's just, we just had that kind of life, you know. We enjoyed going and doing and camping and riding motorcycles and fishing in nice boats and driving nice vehicles. So I am not, I'm not saying I'm sorry. We've had a good life, and we paid for everything, good thing we've had, we paid for. And just now it's a little difficulty. Who knows? YouTube may come back. I don't know. I do think that YouTube is a waning entity, a waning platform. And I think that because people's attention spans, yeah, like this is who's going to watch? There's nobody going to watch a 30 freaking minute video of me talking. Who has that kind of time? And now YouTube has the shorts. TikTok is shorts. Facebook has shorts. So people's attention span now is like this, you know, a minute long, 2 minutes tops. And you can't do videos repairing a lawnmower or fixing a chainsaw or building a deck because nobody wants to watch videos that long, you know. My generator video that I did many, many, many years ago, probably 9 or 10 years ago, it's a crappy video. I never in a million years dreamed I would have got 3 million views on that. And over the years, I've made a lot of ad money, YouTube money on that. And then I did my other generator video where I made a quiet shed for it. And I was convinced that that would be the next big video for me. Nope. I don't even think I've got 5,000 views on that video. Because people just aren't watching those kind of videos anymore. So I've just got to find another source of income. You know, all my videos are on Rumble, and I've made like 30 cents on Rumble. It is what it is. It's just, I seriously doubt YouTube is going to come back up with the money, because I just don't think advertisers are focusing on that length of videos anymore. So, I'm going to have to go back to making knives and pushing my website to try and sell them through my website, because I think everybody on my YouTube channel that wants a knife probably has one by now. Alrighty, I guess I'll shut her down. We'll see you.